We're here in Detroit, Michigan.
Indeed.
Coming fresh off of the stage is Mr. Katt Williams, Ohio native, by the way. So when I said I kept it local, I wasn't lying. Yeah, game savvy, surprise, better quit right now. Katt Williams, good evening, sir.
What's going on? How's everything?
Everything is beautiful if you Katt Williams. I mean, everything is outstanding. If you're going to run around here and sell out every town that you go to 3, 4, 5 times, I mean, speak to that energy a little bit. And what is that like?
Um, it's unbelievable. It's very humbling. It, you don't expect it to turn out as great as it does, and somehow you got to try to be very. You're already overwhelmed about the success, but you can't really get too beside yourself and forget, how you got there. So it's a very interesting place. I'm very very blessed to be able to come around the country and it be that much love from real people. And the country is under a recession, so for people to come out in a recession and support you is an amazing thing.
Right on. Yes, sir. I mean, you mentioned just then about the road traveled. Actually, I can kind of vaguely recall a quote that sort of speaks to the journey and the fact that you're in a good place. You're in a good comedic lane. I think it was something like that. And, but the journey to this place, I guess I would ask you to kind of, talk to that a little bit because I think people, they see what they see. They see this flashy and the blingy. It's all that is in effect. But, I mean, really, though, the grind about this thing, I think that's what we really kind of want to capture for these people, man. They don't understand this.
Yeah, it's a grind. The wonderful thing about the grind is it never changes. So it doesn't matter what your job is. Everybody who's on the grind understands what it is and the fact that it's constantly evolving and constantly changing, and you never get the better of it. But that's what makes the ride exciting. So it wasn't always like this. I used to come to Detroit and be at Coco's House of Comedy, you know what I mean, in front of maybe 100, 120 people if it was great. And I was still happy to be in Detroit then, and I was feeling the love from Detroit on that level. So for it to go to this level is more responsibility, more people to service, but you still got to stay on that grind. So I do 100 cities because I can. Because if there's 100 cities of people that want to see me,
Yes, sir.
it's nothing that's going to stop me from going to go see
Right.
every single one of them. And that's all part of the grind.
Right. You talked about something I thought that was very interesting tonight in the show. I mean, you kind of stuck and focused on this theme about real people and being real. And obviously, we hear this term floated around quite a bit. And I guess now it's loosely and oversaturated at this point. But I mean, I sense something more from you. I mean, I still sense your humility. That's why I come in here and the man, he's helping me set up lights. I had bad lighting, and then I got my man on the assistance. I mean, so that's what I'm talking. But that's the thing, bro. And I mean, because these people are saying, "Katt, we accept you," because I don't really sense anything artificial in your approach. So I mean,
Right,
speak
right,
to
right.
that too.
Well, real is overused, but not really. Like it doesn't matter what position you put a real person in. Whatever position you put them in, they are what they were going in. So you've heard many times you can put a bum in a suit and it's
Right.
still gonna be a bum in a suit. The what what we're talking about is trying to get ourselves to some other level, the pimping of
Right.
what the pimping is. So
Right.
so when I'm talking to real people, I'm talking about the real people who's in what different circumstances, different positions, but all feel the same way. We
Right.
always feel like this ain't the end for us. Like we're not supposed to be stuck here. Like we better than the position that we in. And for the people that think like that, we gotta support each other
Right.
because we understand that that's really what it's about at the end of the day is what kind of person you are. The rest of them, you know, they just throwing spaghetti on the wall hoping something stick.
I heard that, sir. And you talk about being the right type of person. You're a family guy, a dad, and so that's obviously motivating you, driving you, and leading you. I mean, talk about that role and how you mix these two things. And I mean, how do they play off each other when you want to teach? How do you bring your game forth, to your sons and what have you? How does that go down?
Well, that's kind of the equality of my comedy is that none of us is doing a better job than the other half. Like a lot of times we want to look at it as opposites, and black people want to look at white people this way, and white people want to look at black people this way. But there are more common things in between all of us than not. Like there's no perfect parents. If you got kids, you understand that it flipped at any moment. You the greatest dad in the world on Monday and Tuesday. It's a whole nother set of issues that you got to deal with. So as a parent, you all in the same struggle. So when I talk about my kids on stage and how I'm struggling or whatever the issue is, the people out there that got kids, they understand. It don't certain things are universal. So, those are the terms that I be speaking in, universal real terms.
Katt, man, you know what, brother? Hey, if that's not real talking, if you're not really seeing what it is, whether it's game savvy, late night, any night, all night, it's like that. You get game savvy, brother. I guess everything you've done, man. We know you, the films, we know all the film work, the titles and the roles, and I mean the MTV thing and all of that. What's it like, man? I remember you saying something in one of your first acts, the HBO special, I think, as a matter of fact. You said, well, I hadn't been famous that long. Part of that delivery was I hadn't been famous that long. When did you realize that things had changed, though, and that you were famous now and your world was entirely different?
It's been like that at each different turn. It's been like that. I've been surprised at each turn. It was just fortunate that I was trying to come into the mindset, whatever ball get thrown my way, I'm just going to try to hit a home run, like whatever it is. So it was fortunate that we were able to do HBO and then MTV, and it was the #1 show on MTV for 3 or 4 seasons, and then we're able to do videos, and we're able to do the hip hop awards, and just trying to hit it on as many angles as humanly possible. But that's what you're supposed to do when you get in the position that you're trying to get in. It's just trying to maintain that. It's a constant struggle. But I was saying then I was new to it, and I'm still new to it. I still ain't done nothing. I'm still on the tip of it. I'm just trying to get in and make the best mark that I can make.
Hey, man, we made a mark with us. It's Game Savvy Late Night. I really appreciate your time, brother. And I know you got some things to do. We in Detroit City, and it's real good all night long. This is Katt Williams. Catch him, Katt the tour. How long is it gonna go on, brother? It's still a little ways to go yet.
Yeah, we're 73 cities in, 85 days, 73 cities. So we got another 27 left. Another 27 cities left. We'll be done with this in the next few weeks, and it'll be on to the next tour.
Okay, then who gonna win in the playoffs before we get up out of here, man? What's your NBA looking like?
Out of who and who?
I'm saying East and West. Can just tell me something. Okay, well, what changed? I don't know what's going on. Tell me what's happening.
A lot is changing with it. The Celtics are looking like they really got some chemistry going. I appreciate the Celtics. I like what they're doing. Detroit is going to have to try to get some strength. They're obviously going to make it, I believe, through the 76ers, but they're going to have some other work to do. And the Lakers are looking like they got their head on straight, so it's going to be interesting.
There it is. East Coast, West Coast, Katt Williams. Thank you very much, sir. It's Game Savvy, man. This is the show the players watch. Come on, people.